Hey everyone, this is Melissa Roberto. A patient of mine asked me to come up with a turkey for her November birthday, so here it is. Happy birthday, Nadia. I hope you like it. As with my previous designs, if you're one of my patients and you make this bracelet, just post a photo of it on our Facebook page or email it to info@rockawayortho.com. Okay, so we're going to start with our 2 looms assembled together with 6 pins. The center 2 are down at the same level, the next 2 are staggered up, and the next 2 come back down. You're going to need white, black, yellow, orange, red, brown, and in this case I used blue eyes, so 2 blue bands. Also a C-clip and the hook. Okay, now in this example I used double black bands for the hat as well as for the collar on the pilgrim, but for purposes of this film I'm just going to use 1 because it's a lot easier to learn. If you want to go back, you want to just make this a little more defined, you can use double bands there. Alright, so we're going to start in a little bit of an unusual place here. We're going to start not on the first pins but on the second. You're going to place 1 brown band across. Then we're going to start moving to the left. So we're going to place 2 brown down and to the left. And now we're going to move up 2. Back to the right with a brown. And now a white over. Alright, that brings us to the neck portion, so we're actually going to go back now and do the right side here. We're going to move down and to the right with a brown, a second brown, now up 2, over to the right, and now 1 white. Okay, so we framed the body. Now we're going to move up to the neck. For the neck, we're going to use 2 brown bands side by side. And then we're going to cross in the center. So left to right, right to left. And we're going to repeat that again for another row. So a single band up, up, then left to right, and right to left. Okay, so now we're at the head, and we're going to move up. We're actually going to move to the right side first. So we're going to do the beak. We're going to use 2 orange bands. And another 2 up. Then 2 brown. One black crossing out and over to the right. And then another black crossing back and over to the left. Then we're going to move up, cross back and over to the left, and then up again. And we're going to stop there. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side, except instead of the orange here, you're just going to use brown all the way up. I'm going to pause the video here. We'll come back when that's done. Okay, so we've finished the frame of the turkey, except on this side, instead of the orange, we placed the brown. We went up with 4 brown, out and over with the black, back, up, then back over to the right, and then up again. You don't need to add anything on the top there. I'll show you why at the end. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to fill in our frame. So starting from the bottom, we're going to place white bands. We're going to do the second row next. So white band here, white band here, And then we're going to move up here. This is the only other one in the second row that we need. We're going to use the black for the hat. Okay, we're going to do the same exact thing over in the 5th row. So again, a white, and then we move back up here, and we close that off with the black. Okay, now from the center row, we're going to go straight up, 2 white here, and we might as well just finish the bottom, so we're going to do these 2 as well with white. So we filled in the body with white bands extending up. Now we're going to move forward on the face. So on the right side, you're going to have 2 orange bands. But on the left, it's going to be brown. Extend up with another brown on each side. And then we get to the eyes. For the eyes, I used a double white. And in the center, I twist the blue. Same thing for the other eye, 2 white. With the center twist of blue. Now 1 more brown on each side, and then we come to the buckle of our hat. So at this point we're going to extend up with a yellow. And then we're going to cross over. Left to right, and right to left. And then finish with 2 black bands. Okay. At this point we're going to add our accessory pieces. So we need to make the wattle. We're going to use our hook and a red band. You're going to twist it over the hook. Grab another red, loop it through. Let me do that again so you can see that. Stretch that and just slide that over. Oh, not having much luck with this right now. So you're going to slide that over onto this and then catch the other end. And you're going to do the same again. We'll add 3 here. Then take our end here and you're going to place it on the loom right over where the beak is. Right there. Now we're going to add our feathers. I have to just say thank you to Made by Mommy and Bridget V, because I had made this turkey a few weeks ago and I could not figure out how to do the feathers. And after seeing their designs, I was able to add this to my turkey. So I like to alternate the red, the yellow, and the orange. You're going to place it at the neck here in any order that you'd like. So we had the red, the orange showing on top here. I'll make the red show on top here. So I've just stretched 3 bands, and then I'm going to hang 3 off the side. And these are just going to rest here for now. Our crossbands will secure those in place. So again, on the other side, you're going to put 3 bands over here, and ultimately we're going to want these to be loose. So these are only going to get hooked in with the frame. We're going to leave these hanging out. They'll end up looking like this. 3 more from here to here. A red, an orange, and a yellow. And then the last 3 are going to hang off the side. Okay, so now that we have our accessory pieces, we're going to add our crossbands. We're going to start at the top and working on the 4 center pins alone. We're going to start with a black up here. Another black here. Here again. And so we have 1, 2, 3 black working down on the 4 center pins only. And next we're going to move to brown. Okay, and we're going to move down here, and now we add some white crossbands. 2 white. Now at the bottom here, we're going to, from where we added these accessory pieces, we're going to add a brown crossband from the 1st to the 3rd pin. And that's going to lock in these so they don't float around too much. And then from the 4th to the 6th. Okay, I'm also going to go back up to my hat and place a row like that as well. So 1st to the 3rd and 4th to the 6th on the black. So we only have 2 areas where we did that. At the top of the hat, or at the base of the hat here, and at the base of the body here. Okay, so now we're ready to use our hook. We're going to flip this over. We're going to take a black, and we're going to actually cross it over, looping it over these 2 together. So I've doubled up a single band and looped it over these 2. Okay, so now we're ready to move forward. We'll start with the center rows until we get to the buckle. So we're just going straight forward here. And straight forward again. And I'm going to stop there, come over to this side. And ignore that crossband, just keep going forward. Now we're going to work on that buckle, so we'll crisscross first. You're going to cross from the left to the right, then from the right to the left, and now we're going to go back and pick up that yellow that went forward, and again on this side. Okay, at this point we're going to proceed straight down, actually until we get to the neck. We're going to stop here. And I'm going to pause the video there. We'll come back when that's done. Okay, so I've moved straight forward down these 2 center rows until I got to the neck. Now I'm going to move back up to the top, and we're going to cross over to the left. We're going to work on our hat. So we're going to cross to the left, and then we're going to move forward. Then we're going to move forward again because we have that other band in there. We're going to move to the left now. And then back to the right. And now straight forward, crossing back over till we get to the neck. It's usually easiest to just pull that out of the way. And we're going to cross back over with this orange. Okay, so we went out, down, forward first, then left, then right again, and down to the end here, crossing over to the neck. We're going to do the exact same thing on the right side. I'm going to pause the video. We'll come back when that's done. Don't forget, when you get to this part of the hat, you're going to move forward, then left and right to coming back here. Okay? Okay. We moved forward. We're at the neck now here. First, we're going to cross to the left, starting on the left side. We have double bands here, so you just have to move them all out of the way and pick up just the one that crosses over to here. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And now we're going to come back again, and we need to move forward. So I'm going to go back, pick up that bottom brown one, and move forward. And we're going to do the same thing for the next ones. So we're going to cross to the right. Cross to the left. Go back and pick up the one that goes straight forward. Okay, from this point we're just going to go straight down the center. Ignore the crossover bands for now. Same thing over here. Okay, so now we've reached the end of our center row. We're going to cross over to the left. Keep in mind we want these bands to be loose here. So ignore them, except that the bracelet itself is going to cross on top of them, but just leave those alone. So now we're going to reach for the white one underneath here. We're going to cross it over, and we're going to move down this row. So again, reaching for just the white that goes forward. We're going to do the same thing on this side now. So I'm reaching for the white to cross over, and then I'm reaching for just the white that's going to move forward. And again. So the last thing we need to do is just finish the frame of our bracelet. I'm going to move these out of the way. We're going to cross over the brown to that last row. And we're going to move forward. Hold these out of the way. You just need to grab the bottom brown one and move forward. So I held these out of the way, and I just grabbed that bottom to loop it over. And now I'm just going to loop to the center. So 2 more on this side. And we're going to end here for now. Now we're going to go back to this side. We're going to loop this brown one over. And then forward. Keeping in mind we want these to be loose. So this is going to go up and over this. Then we're going to hold these out of the way while we reach for that bottom brown one and bring that up and through. And now just 2 more to the center. Okay, and now we're just going to finish the bracelet. Now when we started, we had a brown one that extended across the center. We're going to reach under and through to reach for that to close off the bracelet. So I'm pulling that brown one up, and I'm going to hold it, reach for that same band on the other side, pull that up, and hold it. And you're going to pass both ends of that single band over this. And now we're going to slowly start to remove this from the loom. Don't let this slip, because if you let go of this, your whole bracelet's falling apart. If you're worried about it, you can always put a C-clip right from the beginning before you pull it off. It's another way to make sure that it doesn't fall apart. Okay, when we get to the beak part here, you might even need to use your hook to loosen it, because there's a lot of bands in that area. And over here I usually release just the end pieces on the hat because they're hanging off to the side. And there we go. Now you probably will have to go back with your hook and pull the blue through the white so it sticks out like this. So you can go back with your hook, your finger, whatever you need, just pull the blue out through the center. And play with that until it looks like this. So this one's already done. This one could use a little bit more work. But here's our little pilgrim turkey. So again, Nadia, happy birthday. Now you just add your extensions. You can add anywhere from 10 to 12. And this is the method that I usually use, but you can use any method that works for you. I just extend this through and loop it over. Add however many you need, again usually 10 to 12, and then just add your C-clip onto there and loop it back to the circle in the top of the hat. And there's your turkey. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Oh, here's our, you can pull your feathers through. All right, happy Thanksgiving.